It's Carlos Hidalgo here from KnowItInsight.com, and this is video 21 of my 30 videos in 30 days. And in this video, I want to answer a question from a viewer. He asks, what's the best way to separate or distance yourself from those people in your life that you feel are stunting your growth and overall happiness and success? This is a great topic because a lot of people suffer from this. They feel imprisoned by some of their current friendships, relationships, and connections that they have in life. And if you ask a lot of successful people, not just in terms of money, but just overall happiness and personal fulfillment, if you ask these people what's one thing they had to do in order to reach that point in their lives, a lot of them, if not all of them, will tell you that they had to really separate themselves from those people that weren't in line with their overall purpose or goals. So, how do you go about separating yourself from these people? Well, the first thing you need to do is realize that no, you're not a bad person for wanting to do this. The number one reason why people don't do this is because they feel guilt. They think, well, I'm a bad person if, I don't want to hang around with these people because they're my friends, and I love them, I like them, whatever. Well, here's the thing. You have to realize that when you met this person, you met them at a certain stage in your life, okay? It might have been a year ago, it might have been 10 years ago. But you met them when you were a different person, okay? When you meet somebody, you're meeting them at a certain point in your life. When you have certain characteristics, ideals, fears, habits, whatever. The point is that you meet them when you're a certain person, okay? Because we're very narcissistic in nature. Really what we do when we meet people is we're trying to find people that are mostly like us, okay? That's how you make friends, really. So when you meet someone, you're meeting them here, all right? And you're both kind of in the same level, all right? You're kind of here for the most part. Same sense of humor, same. But over time, you start to develop as a person. And you start to go on a different path. And you start to pursue this, you start to pursue that. And your friends might not be on that same path. They might not develop as fast as you, or they might develop faster. But the point is that they become different people, and you become a different person. And nobody in your life is more responsible for your life than you. No one has as much concern for it as you do. Maybe your parents, okay? Those are the only people that might have a little more concern. But even then, those people, your parents are, it's be like, okay, honey, you're 35 and you're still living in my basement. It comes to a point where you have to be your own person. You have to go out and live your own life. So, when you understand this, you can start to see that you don't have to feel guilty for this, okay? Because everybody has to make this decision in their life. Who do I want to surround myself with, and why? Now, there's nothing wrong with keeping these people in your life. I'm not saying that you have to totally sever all ties to them. It's like, I have a restraining order on you. You don't have to go there. But what you do have to do is really start to look at how much time you want to allocate and spend with these people. Okay? Because remember, if you want to have a life where you're helping other people, being of service, inspiring, informing, motivating other people, you have to be in the right state of mind. You have to be in a good place yourself. If someone who weighs 400 pounds comes up to me and is like, well, if you want to get healthy, what you need to do, I'm going to be like, oh, okay. Okay, so you have to get yourself in a position to where you can actually help other people. So, this is how you go about separating yourself from those people in your life. First thing you want to do is invite them with you. Figure out what it is that you want to do with your life. What journey, what path you're ultimately going to take. And you invite them. You say, hey, you kind of start to plant little seeds, all right? You're going to say, hey, I started really getting into this or that. And I'd say, man, I'm like super pumped. I'm going to start looking into it. Is this something that you'd be interested in, man? Like, would you want to come to one of these events with me, or would you want to start to do this with me? Okay, and you gauge that. You see the amount of enthusiasm that they have. Are they interested in it? Do they have any care whatsoever? And you kind of plant the seed, and every interaction you start to bring it up more and more. And you start to show them that this is something that you're really interested in, something that you really want to do, something that makes you happy. All right? And if they're encouraging you and they're like, oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, you should go after that. That sounds cool. Then these are people that you want in your life. But if instead they're getting jealous, or they're saying, nah, you probably won't be able to do that, or they're just sabotaging you in any way, well then clearly these really aren't your friends. All right? So you have to have a certain amount of self-respect. You have to be able to look yourself in the mirror and say, who do I want to be, and what am I willing to do to sacrifice? Okay? What am I willing to sacrifice to do that? And you have to be honest with yourself. And you have to have the same honesty with your friends. You have to tell them what you're trying to do with your life. And then you have to, you invite them, okay? And if they don't want to come along, well, that's fine, because guess what? They have their own life and their own things that they're trying to do. So it's a mixture of you not just being like, well, see you later, man, I'm out of here, I'm going to go do my thing. No, first you invite them, see if they're willing to take the ride with you. And if they're not, well, then now you know that this is something that you have to ride out alone to a certain degree. So as you see, there's no script that you read, there's no magic pill for this, there's no one-liner that you can use. It's more of something that they will see, okay? It's something that they will just have to accept, because when you start to take action in your life and they see that you're serious about this, guess what? They're going to have no choice but to either tag along or respect your decision, okay? Because as you start to go on this path, well, one, you should probably be busy because you're learning, you're researching, you're practicing, you're doing whatever it is that you're doing, so your time is already going to be somewhat limited. So you're not going to be able to hang out with all these people anyway, because you're actually doing what it is that you're trying to do. Okay, that's the thing. You actually, have to take action on this, because then you'll be busy, and that'll be your main excuse. It's like, well, sorry, I can't hang out, man, but I'm really going after this. I'm really dedicated to this. Okay, so it's kind of like your scapegoat. It's like, I'd love to, but now I got this thing. So that's ultimately how you are going to attack that. But remember, it's a mindset and it's a responsibility that you have to yourself and not to anybody else in your life, because ultimately you come first. Yes, life's about helping others, but you have to help yourself before you can help other people. So hope that answers your question. If you got something out of the video, like, comment, share, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow for video 22. If you have any video requests on anything you'd like me to do a video on, let me know, and I will do my best. So thanks, guys. Appreciate your time, and we'll talk to you soon. Later.